Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for March 3, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, tensions between Israel and Lebanon are escalating, with both sides engaging in heavy exchanges along their shared border. The situation began to deteriorate after the killing of Iran's top leader, which sparked a chain reaction of events. Hezbollah has launched rockets into northern Israel, prompting a swift response from the Israeli military. International leaders are urging calm and restraint, but the situation remains volatile. In other news, the U.S. government has begun phasing out its use of Anthropic's artificial intelligence products, citing concerns over technology safeguards and national security. The move follows a high-stakes standoff between the Trump administration and the San Francisco-based AI startup, which had refused to compromise on its demands for stricter controls on how its technology is deployed. Lastly, Pakistan and Afghanistan are facing a growing crisis as militant groups continue to operate in the region. The United Nations Security Council's monitoring team has described the presence of these groups as an extra-regional threat, highlighting the need for urgent action to address the crisis. Pakistan's president has reiterated his country's call for dialogue, while also accusing Afghanistan of acting as a proxy for India by sheltering militant groups. These are the major stories we're following today. We'll continue to provide updates and in-depth analysis on these developing stories throughout the day. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. We're coming to you, live with the latest developments in the Middle East, where tensions have escalated following a series of attacks on several nations. The conflict between the U.S., Israel, and Iran has entered its third day, causing widespread disruptions to air travel in the region. Airports in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, and Doha remain closed or are operating with limited flights after being directly hit by Iranian strikes. The government of Dubai announced that both of its major airports would reopen for limited flights, but Emirates and Qatar Airways have suspended or reduced their operations. The situation is chaotic, with tourists and residents scrambling to leave the affected cities. Governments are working to help their citizens get home, with the UK establishing support systems and Germany exploring alternative options due to airspace closures. As the conflict continues, oil prices have surged, and world leaders are calling for calm and restraint. The U.S. Embassy in Israel has advised citizens to shelter in place, and President Trump has stated that the joint operation will continue until all objectives are achieved, which could take up to 4 weeks. We'll be bringing you continuous coverage of this developing story throughout the day, with updates on flight schedules, travel advisories, and the latest developments from the region. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, in Dublin, a recent study highlights the growing demand for sustainable transportation infrastructure. As cycling becomes an increasingly popular mode of transport, policymakers are under pressure to prioritize cyclist safety and comfort. With the majority of residents supporting increased investment in cycling infrastructure, it's essential for the city to respond to these demands and create a more sustainable transportation system. Moving on to global markets, tensions between the U.S. and Iran have sent shockwaves through the energy sector, with oil prices surging and airline stocks taking a hit. The Federal Reserve is walking a tightrope, balancing concerns over growth and inflation amidst rising geopolitical risks. Investors are eagerly awaiting key data releases, including employment and retail sales figures, to inform their decisions. Lastly, for savers looking to make the most of their money, our experts have analyzed dozens of accounts to reveal the best CD rates available today. With competitive rates ranging from 4.75% to 5.25% APY, CDs offer a low-risk investment option for those with specific financial goals and timelines in mind. When choosing a CD, it's crucial to consider factors such as interest rates, fees, and deposit requirements, as well as potential penalties for early withdrawals. Stay informed, stay ahead, and tune in to the AI Daily Press for in-depth analysis and expert commentary on these developing stories. Now for the latest in science and technology, Here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA's recent announcement about the upcoming launch of a new spacecraft has sparked excitement among space enthusiasts. The mission aims to explore the outer reaches of our solar system and gather valuable data on the formation of our cosmos. Secondly, we discussed the idea of launching trash into the sun as a solution to our waste management problems. While it may seem like an attractive solution, experts agree that it's not a feasible or responsible approach. Instead, we must focus on reducing our trash production and developing sustainable solutions for managing waste on our own planet. Lastly, we reflected on the launch of a SpaceX Falcon rocket from Florida, which was visible in the night sky over Connecticut. This celestial event serves as a reminder of the power of human curiosity and our shared aspiration to explore, discover, and push the boundaries of what's possible. As we continue to explore the cosmos, let's not forget the importance of preserving our planet and ensuring that future generations can continue to marvel at the wonders of the universe. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm Howard, your guide through the world of sports. We've got a packed show for you today, with updates from the NFL, international soccer, and more. Let's start with the NFL offseason, where teams are making key decisions that will shape their rosters for the upcoming season. The Atlanta Falcons have secured tight end Kyle Pitts with a franchise tag, while the Arizona Cardinals are poised to part ways with quarterback Kyler Murray. We're also keeping an eye on the Seattle Seahawks, who may need to replace running back Kenneth Walker III if he leaves as a free agent. In international soccer, USA midfielder Weston McKennie has signed a contract extension with Juventus through 2028, a move that cements his status as a key player for the Turin club. This development has significant implications for the U.S. national team as they prepare to host the World Cup in a few months. We're also following developments in college football, where top prospects like Alabama's Ty Simpson and LSU's Mansour Delane are generating buzz ahead of the draft. Finally, we're tracking the latest news from around the NFL, including the Carolina Panthers' new play caller, Brad Idzik, and the New Orleans Saints' confidence in quarterback Tyler Schaff. Tampa Bay Buccaneers GM Jason Licht is also hoping to retain veteran receiver Mike Evans, but his future remains uncertain. That's a quick rundown of the top sports stories for today. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we revisited the charming town of St. Ives, where a proposed development project has sparked debate about preserving the town's unique character and cultural heritage. We heard from locals who are fighting to protect their community's identity, and from developers who are committed to working with residents to find a balance between progress and preservation. Next, we traveled to Washington State, where lawmakers are moving to ban forced employee microchips, a concept that raises important questions about personal autonomy and the boundaries between work and personal life. We spoke with experts and advocates who agree that mandatory microchipping is a step too far and that individual freedom must be protected. Finally, we touched on a related story from St. Ives, where a proposed development project has sparked a wider conversation about the importance of preserving historic buildings, supporting local businesses, and maintaining the town's unique character. These stories remind us that, whether it's a small town in England or a state in the Pacific Northwest, the heart of any community is its people, and their values, traditions, and individual freedoms must be respected and protected. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, congratulations are in order for Zendaya and Tom Holland, who have reportedly tied the knot in a secret wedding. We don't have all the details just yet, but it's clear these two lovebirds are meant to be. And let's be real, Zendaya looked stunning at the Golden Globes. That ring was just the icing on the cake. Next, we're diving into the world of AI-generated entertainment. Remember Tilly Norwood, the digital actress who made headlines last summer? Well, her creators are taking it to the next level with an entire Tillyverse set to launch later this year. This is a game changer, folks. We're talking about building an entire universe around a digital character, complete with her own narrative arc and interactions with fans. And finally, the use of AI in film and entertainment is becoming a major topic of discussion, especially with the SAG-AFTRA contract renegotiations underway. The union has expressed concerns about AI-generated characters like Tilly, and it's clear that this technology is raising important questions about the future of talent creation and compensation. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we ventured into the Amazon rainforest, exploring the intricate relationships between plants and their environments. Our article delved into the remarkable adaptations of certain plant species, highlighting the importance of conservation efforts in preserving these delicate ecosystems. Next, we journeyed to Mars, where researchers are studying the effects of Martian regolith on microscopic life forms. A groundbreaking experiment involving tardigrades revealed that the Martian soil can be harmful to these resilient creatures, but a simple pre-wash with water can significantly boost their survivability. This study has significant implications for planetary protection and the search for life beyond Earth. Lastly, we examined a breakthrough in personalized medicine, where scientists have developed advanced computer simulations to predict which probiotics will effectively colonize an individual's gut. This innovative approach could revolutionize the treatment of gut health issues, enabling tailored interventions that cater to each person's unique microbiome. These stories showcase the incredible diversity and complexity of life on our planet and beyond. Join us every morning for more exciting updates from the world of science, technology, and medicine. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.